Built in the late 1800s, the mysterious Monroe house beckons to paranormal investigators from near and far. Come enter if you dare. The original home was a more simple structure and has been added to over the years. It's believed there may have been a cemetery on the property too. Countless tales of horrible tragedies and paranormal experiences led to the house being dubbed the Demon House. Throughout the years, families who dwelled in the house were struck by horrible deaths, tragedies and madness, starting with the very first family to live in the house, the Bergers. Mr. Berger died not too long after the family purchased the house after suffering from tuberculosis. Several members of the family met horrible fates or tragedies over the years, and Mrs. Berger, upon her husband's demise, was forced into renting out the second floor to lodgers in order to afford staying in the home. Tragedies of one kind or another befell so many who had spent time in the house, till almost present day. Owner Eddie shared some heartbreaking information with us that leads us to ask ourselves, who or what is plaguing the house? There appears to be nothing special about the house. That was once struck by lightning, and indeed, as you travel Monroe Street approaching the building, you would not expect it to hold such a dark history, yet it does, and it sits rather foreboding on a dimly lit street, almost seeming to watch the world go by as it waits for its next victim to enter. At one time home to the local sheriff, who built a cell in the basement, we can only imagine the horrors the basement has seen and what it would be like to be imprisoned within those cold, dark walls. Along with multiple human bones being found on the grounds, basement and crawl space, there has been trophy-like items discovered, hidden throughout the house. Could these be connected to one of Indiana's most prolific serial killers, Larry Dwayne Hall, who stayed at the house for several months while his relative was a tenant? Paranormal activity in the house ranges from EVP catches to scratches, from shadow figures to shapeshifters. The house has been known to shake and let some visitors know it is not at all happy they came to stay. We may never know what causes the tragedies and paranormal activity here and in Hartford City in general, but could it be that the house is built on hallowed ground, or maybe the land was sacred Native American land? It's believed there was a Native American trail through the city well before its birth. So come with us as we investigate the mysterious Monroe house in Hartford City, Indiana.
Hello? I'm Debbie.
I'm Robert.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Jon.
Is there anybody here that would like to talk to us? Alrighty guys, we've got some rampant activity in the crawl space. Flux to green.
Nice.
Do we have a Julie with us? I haven't heard a voice, but I don't know if it's outside. Wow. So, Sheriff Saxon worked at the he was at the Blackford County Jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he also lived here, and he had a jail. That's this rampart. He also had a jail built down here in the basement, here at the Monroe house. We're sitting right by it. All that remains of the jail cell is this bar that's altered into the ground. Alright, Charlotte, switch your spirit talker on. I want to see if the rampart stops. The spirit talk ups on. Make sure the sound is up.
Yeah.
So you could talk to us through that little box. It's just
Chair.
a telephone. Chair.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need a chair to sit on? Do you remember when Robert and I visited you?
Teenager.
Are you a teenager?
Are you a girl? I heard a voice, but I don't know if it's outside.
Stacy.
Hello, Stacy. Why are you here, Stacy?
Wasn't Stacy a victim?
I shut my phone off. I can turn it on and look real quick.
If you see in this room, there's a little blinking blue light. You can use that to answer yes or no questions by making one side light up. All you have to do is go close to the one side and it will light up green or red. If you can do that, we might be able to understand you a little bit better.
Soldier.
It was pretty loud.
No, it was loud.
Yeah, Stacy was one of the still missing.
Stacy? Did somebody hurt you?
If that's you, Stacy, can you make one of the devices go off?
Charlotte.
That's me. Or is that you? Name buddy?
Are you talking about Charlotte, who's sitting in this chair? Do you want to make a connection with her? She's probably a similar age to you. You can talk to Charlotte. Run, bud. Stacy, if this is Stacy, could you please find the blue triangle and turn it to red or green for us? Is it somebody's tummy?
I was wondering, I thought it was something upstairs.
Yeah, it was either a knock or I thought it was a tummy.
Ken.
Camp.
That's almost like some kind of code.
Yeah, Morse code.
I
Yeah.
know. It's literally like Morse code. Says to me who doesn't know it, but
Do we have a soldier here who knows Morse code?
The sheriff was a soldier. He was one of the last soldiers of the
do you
Revolutionary
think
War.
there's an app that can like translate Morse code?
I could at least, you could look up a website to at least tell you what the
Yeah.
beeps mean, but
Closer.
I know you're talking to me and I'm not coming closer. I'm not coming closer. I'm seeing her right here.
I heard a voice.
I heard that too.
Well,
That
that
might
wasn't
be-
you?
No,
No.
that wasn't none of us. Because I heard it too.
it
That's
sounded
all.
like it might have been a bird.
Do you think so?
Because the birds are going up in that hole. It sounded like a squeak.
Oh, yeah.
more than a
That's true.
voice.
Okay, yeah, that was a bird.
That's
Yeah.
a bird.
That's a
Yeah.
bird. That's a bird. Darn.
Thank
See?
you.
Thank you. See, it was a bird. Can you knock on the wall?
Yeah, I heard that. I'm just not looking behind me.
So I heard a couple of small ones earlier, but I didn't know if that was a drip or not. Because that is a water heater.
Yeah.
Did you spend a lot of time down here? Does anyone come into this room? Anyone or anything? It's me shuffling around. Let's see, the roof is all open. Hear that? Can you move something? Or go near a toy that's out in the other room? Or whatever you want to call that. I hear that there's a TV in the other room that you can turn on. Can you turn that TV on for us? What was that? That was over there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
If there's anyone here, can you tell us the name of this house? And what brought you to Indiana?
Jonathan has a little box in his hand that you could talk to us through. It's just a telephone.
Yeah, but then again, this table...
She killed us.
Who killed you?
Well, that's a good start.
And who are you? If you could tell us, maybe we could tell your story.
$1,800s.
18.
So the 1800s.
Okay, that's when this house was built. Would you like to play ball? I'll roll a ball to you, see if you can roll it back. What? Oh. What the heck?
Could be the floor.
If I got that on camera or not. Let's try this one. Could you push it back? Could you roll it back? Push. Go on, you can do it. Or you can throw it or kick it. Well, we have lots of other toys you can play with. You want to play on the rocking horse? You feeling anything, Elle?
No, I feel a little off center,
Yeah.
but if anyone's here, can you touch those lights if you want to play? You can also go out there too. We have things that will make noise and let us know where you are if you want to play hide and seek. Are we speaking to a child? Is there a child up here?
What was that?
I heard it.
Is there an adult with us? Male?
Could you please come in here? Come to this room.
Feels heavy.
Yeah.
Like almost as if somebody's standing breathing on you, like heavy, like that uncomfortable. Don't hide, come on in. We don't mean any harm.
Come on. Come and play ball. Come on. Come and sit down with us.
We're not here to make you leave, we just want to know who is here. We'd love to know why, but who at first?
We know this is your home and we're just guests in it.
There was a
A
voice.
whining cry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it.
You didn't hear it, I guess, because you carried on talking.
That was loud.
Was it outside?
Not sure.
No, it sounded like a door shutting, like in the house.
Are you just
But I
getting
think-
home?
But I think Jonathan and Carli already went to bed.
Well, definitely Carli did.
Yeah.
I think she was asleep. What was that?
Was it me? Did you yawn or anything on there?
No, it was. Come on down the short hallway. You've got the whole kitchen there. Find something to make a noise, please.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank
I
you.
appreciate it. I'm glad that you made your way towards us.
Thank you.
Can you try that again? Come on. Can you let up maybe one or two? I think I'm feeling you around with little goosebumpies. I'd love to hear a bang out there too.
That's a car.
I feel like everywhere I stand, I'm creaking the floor.
Yeah.
Move over. Here. So I can see you better. Oh, now I'm blocking you.
That's
Come on, light up one of those lights again. We're inviting you in to talk to us.
There's such a cool breeze now. Where's it coming from?
When I was over there, I was feeling cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of these windows are open. The air conditioner's off.
It's coming from the left.
Can I hear your footsteps, please?
Oh,
Huh?
Thank you.
thank you. Could you do that again? Would you like some music?
I feel like it's misty over there, but it's probably just my eyes. You see? Look, on the hallway. Do you see anything? It looks. Are you trying to manifest?
No,
Oh.
they just lit up again.
Yeah. Trip wire lit up.
Seems to be like when we turn away.
Mm-hmm. You're pretty sneaky, huh?
We'd very much like to know who we're talking to.
You want me to play Spirit Talker?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm hoping this helps you communicate with us a little better.
Is there somebody talking outside?
I'm not sure. Robert?
I can't hear no one talking outside.
Every time I hear somebody, somebody's moving at the same time, so I'm not quite sure. So why are you here? What are you doing in this house? Why haven't you moved on? There's got to be a better place than this. Are you trapped here? Pearl. Do we have a lady named Pearl here?
Mood. You in a bad mood?
Pearl, are you the elderly woman that people see?
So many people have lived here. There's probably so many different
Yeah.
names.
Yeah, exactly. So many families.
Yeah.
Are you happy here?
Wash.
Oh, and the lights just lit up.
Yeah.
Are we safe here?
Laura.
Another woman, Laura.
Who's Laura? Church bells.
1 a.m. Odd time.
I like the toys.
Okay, if you like the toys, then please touch the toys. I'm getting a headache now.
Yeah.
Back of my, yeah. That's why I moved from there. I just felt too exposed. Well, has everyone gone to bed?
The church.
The
The
church?
church bell just went
Yes.
off.
1 minute ago.
Leave me alone.
Just touch a toy and we'll leave.
Any one of the toys will do.
But we will need to use the restroom tonight.
Yes.
But we won't bother you.
Patty.
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 That makes sense. Debbie's been saying Patty since we got here. Patty, is it you who wants us to leave you alone?
This is DD. Like, was that yours? PADD?
Oh, Paddy, not Patty.
Yeah,
Okay, Patty.
Alright, set off something, please. You can do it.
Did you not hear that?
Mm-hmm.
We were sure you had enough energy.
What was it?
I don't know what it was.
And what was that?
That was me throwing the ball,
Oh.
hoping that somebody would roll it back.
Well,
But they never do.
No, you never do that.
They
you never close the
never
doors.
roll the ball back, except on Lynette's camera when we're on the.
Oh.
Whoa!
thank you. Alright.
Lynette thought she'd got a ball moving quite a lot on its own at Haunted Hill House on her static cam.
Yeah.
But what it didn't capture was John and I
Rolling
throwing
it
the
back.
ball,
Yeah.
rolling the ball.
So all I saw was like, oh my gosh, the ball's rolling on the ground. I don't know
That's
how
too
it's
funny.
rolling.
Hello. So, I already told you my name. I'm Debbie. Would you like to come and have a conversation? I'm going to go and sit down for a moment. Can you come and join me? Stacy, are you with us? Stacy? So, earlier we got the name Stacy, and Stacy was also the name of one of the victims of the serial killer that stayed here. So this basement at one point had a jail cell. That's all that remains of the jail cell. The town's sheriff at one point did live in this house. All right, got the music box there, books there, and a room pot there. We'll sit over here by the crawl space. No, we'll sit here so we can see. All right, we'll settle down now. I wonder how dark we can go. Well, maybe that's too dark. Let's try the dark for a little while. Okay, the light's just off, just for now. Is anybody here? Do you hear that knock right in front of me? Could you tell me how many are here with me?
Why are you still here? Could you do that again, please? Thank you. I just heard a flux somewhere in the house. Could you tell me your name? Alright, I'm going to try that REM pod back in the crawl space again. It's very quiet now. So let's see what happens. Alright. Okay. Is there anybody here from the Berger family? The very first family to live here. They were from Belgium. And they were quite wealthy for the time. They were the first family to live here, but they were also ill-fated. Stacy, you wanted to talk so badly earlier. I'm here and listening. Do you have anything you'd like to say? I know you wanted to talk to Charlotte. See how quiet it is now? No REM pod even, and the REM pod was going crazy.
Thank you so much for watching. Please comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and please consider becoming a member to support the channel and get early access to videos and exclusive content.